Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I've done so many videos related to English grammar, so I felt it's time I change the pattern. I teach social science as well. In order to support my students who study social science, I plan to speak about some important questions and answers. So today, this video onwards, I'm going to start a series. To start with, I'll begin history first lesson, the advent of Europeans to India. Some important questions and answers from the lesson. Please subscribe my channel for more updates. Over to the lesson. History Chapter 1, the advent of Europeans to India. We shall begin with one mark questions. Mention the Indian spices which had great demand in Europe. The answer is pepper, cardamom, ginger, and many other spices. Next question. Which city is known as the gate of European trade? Constantinople. Who gained a monopoly over trade in Europe? The Italian traders gained a monopoly over trade in Europe. When did the Ottoman Turks capture the city of Constantinople? In 1453. Mention the inventions which helped to find out new sea route to India. The invention of compass, astrolabes, and gunpowder. How did Vasco da Gama come to India? Vasco da Gama, the Portuguese sailor who left Lisbon and reached Capado near Calicut on the east coast of India in 1498, who were the first to re-establish the trade between India and Europe. Portuguese were the first to re-establish trade between India and Europe. Who arrived in India as the viceroy after Vasco da Gama? Francisco de Almeida. Who implemented the Blue Water Policy? Francisco de Almeida. What is meant by Blue Water Policy? To establish the supremacy over the sea instead of supremacy over lands. Who came to India after Francisco de Almeida? Alfonso de Albuquerque. Who is considered as the real founder of Portuguese Empire in India? Alfonso de Albuquerque. Which was the administrative center of Portuguese in India? Goa. When was United East India Company established? In 1602. Who broke the monopoly of the Portuguese? The Dutch. Why did the Dutch concentrate only in Spice Islands, as they couldn't face the competition from the French and the English? Name the ambassador who came to the court of Jahangir. Thomas Roe. Who issued a royal charter authorizing East India Company to trade with eastern countries for 15 years? Queen Elizabeth. In which place was East India Company's first factory opened? At Surat. Name the presidencies of the British. Bombay, Madras, and Calcutta. Where was the first factory of the French established? At Surat. Who was the first French Governor General? Dupleix. Who brought in the concept of dual government? Dupleix. Which were the capitals of the British and the French in India? The British capital was Calcutta and the French capital was Pondicherry. What was Dastakat? Dastakat was a license that can ensure anyone to import and export without paying any tax and transport goods anywhere. Why did the British remove Mir Jafar from the Nawabship? Because they felt that Mir Jafar was inefficient. What is dual government? The British had the right to collect land taxes, whereas the Nawab had power over administrative issues like justice and others. Now let's discuss a few long answers. But don't worry, I will try to make the answers as simple as possible. First question. How was the trade between India and Europe during the Middle Ages? Answer. The Arab merchants carried the goods from India to Constantinople. Italian merchants would buy these goods and then sell in European countries. Discuss the reasons that resulted in the discovery of a new sea route to India. Answer: Ottoman Turks captured Constantinople. They levied tax for the goods. Portugal and Spain encouraged sailors to find a sea route. The use of compass, astrolabe, and gunpowder. Explain the reasons for First Carnatic War. Answer: Labonaris invaded Madras and captured it. British requested the help of Anwaruddin. The army sent by Anwaruddin failed to defeat the French. Labonaris took money from the English and returned Madras. Explain the Second Carnatic War. French made Salabat Jung as the Nizam. In Carnatic, Chanda Sahib was the Nawab. Chanda Sahib was killed. In the place of Chanda Sahib, the English named Muhammad Ali. The Second Carnatic War ended with the Treaty of Pondicherry. Explain the Third Carnatic War. Comte de Lally attacked Wandiwash in 1760. Sir Irkut defeated the French and imprisoned Bussy. Lally escaped and hid in Pondicherry. Sir Irkut attacked Pondicherry and Lally had to surrender unconditionally in 1761. According to the Treaty of Paris, Pondicherry was returned to the French. Explain the reasons and effects of the Battle of Plassey. Causes: misuse of dastaks, mending of the forts without permission, Black Rome tragedy. Now effects. This war brought out the immorality, lack of unity among the Indians and the greed of Indian businessmen. Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal. The company gained exclusive rights to do business in Bengal. Mir Jafar had to pay rupees 17 crore and 70 lakh to as a relief to Sirajud-Dowla's attack on the Fort William. What were the effects of the Battle of Buxar? Shah Alam II accorded the Diwani rights over Bengal to the British. Shah Alam II gave away all the rights over Bengal to British for an annual fee of rupees 26 lakhs. The Nawab of Oudh had to give away a fine of rupees 50 lakh for waging a war against the company. With the death of Mir Jafar, the company paid pension to his son and took over the entire administration of Bengal. How did the British establish the three presidencies? In 1639, English took Madras from the King of Chandragiri. The Prince of England gave Bombay for rent. The English purchased Suthanoti, Kalikata and Govindapura.